Welcome to PA Timber Use Outdoors in Pennsylvania too. Today, in our continuing series, Bordering States of Pennsylvania, we are going to look at Maryland, their hunting laws, and some of their fees for their licenses. Maryland actually has a survey on their website of hunter surveys, satisfaction and attitudes. I'm not sure what year that is. I think every state should have that, so the Wildlife Agency knows where they stand with the hunters as far as conservation and hunting opportunities. Pennsylvania seems to have a very large need for more opportunities because we seem to be changing our entire structure of all of our laws and hunting seasons for more opportunity. Let that sink in for a minute. Let's get online here and we'll check out Maryland's hunting website rules and regulations and their license fees and the survey. Maryland Guide to Hunting and Trapping 2025-2026. New online hunting license system. Maryland harvested 84,201 deer for 2024 and 2025. Let's click on Maryland deer hunting. Links to e-regulations, managed deer hunts, applications, hunting season calendar. Sunday deer hunting calendar, fluorescent color clothing, sunrise tables, permission to enter landowner, consent card, shed antler policy, check-in procedure online. That's general hunting regulations, safety zones, hunting on private property. Any person hunting on private property shall be liable for any damage caused by that person to private property while hunting. The landowner may not be liable for accident or injury or damage to the hunter, whether or not the landowner or landowner's agent or lessee has given permission to hunt. For additional information, read liability. Pennsylvania should have this on the books. Antlered white-tailed deer, statewide season. Washington County Deer Management Zones, Region A, Region B, Urban, Suburban Deer Management. Junior deer hunt days and bag limits are 2025. Region A, white-tailed deer. 1 antlered or antlerless deer. Region B, 3 deer, no more than 1, may be antlered. Sika deer, 1 antlered or 1 antlerless deer. Archery, September 5th to October 15th, October 19th to November 28th, December 15th to December 19th. Sunday, January 4th to January 8th, January 9th, January 11th, Region A only. February 2nd to 4th for primitive deer hunting days, see the following regulations. Bag limit, 2 total for all seasons combined, no more than 1 in any weapon season. A third antlered white-tailed deer may be taken only in Region B as a bonus antlered deer. Primitive hunting days. Hunters may use only longbow or recurve bows or flintlock. Up to 2 antlerless deer may be harvested during weapon season, but no more than 2 for all seasons combined. Only 1 antlerless deer per day may be harvested in Region A. An additional antlerless deer may be taken during primitive hunting. Antlerless white-tailed deer season and bag limits. Region B. Bag limit 15. Unlimited antlerless in suburban deer management zone. Muzzleloader 10. Firearms 10. That'd be crazy if 15 deer. Unlimited antlerless tags in Region B, which would be their residential or urban zone. They call it a suburban deer management zone. Pennsylvania would call that urban deer hunting. Sika deer, September 5th to October 15th, Sunday, October 19th to 28th, December 15th to 19th, January 4th to January 8th. No more than 3 deer, no more than 1 antlered. So you can shoot 3 Sika deer or 2 antlerless and 1 antlered. Resident apprentice hunting license, $15. Non-resident apprentice license, $40. Use of an apprentice hunting license requires the following. Successful completion of a short online hunter safety course is required prior to purchasing this license. Appropriate stamps are needed to hunt migratory birds and deer. An archery stamp, muzzleloader stamp, and a Sika deer stamp, and a bonus antlered deer stamp. Resident license 16 to 64 is $35. Resident junior is $15. Resident senior license is $5. Non-resident 16 to 64 is $160. Non-resident senior hunting license is $65. Non-resident junior hunting license is $80. Deer processors, this would also be a help to Pennsylvania. It has all the processors in the different counties with their phone number. This would also be a bonus to our state. Deer and turkey tagging and checking. Maryland counties and respective private land codes are displayed geographically on pages 40 and 42. Find the place of harvest and corresponding private land code number on the map. The public land code from the chart and provide the code number at check-in. So each unit here has a code that you have to provide when your deer gets checked, so they know which area your deer came from. Maryland, one more thing to look at, Maryland hunters' attitudes toward hunting and hunting-related issues. Pennsylvania also had one of these on their website. Think about hunting in general regardless of species. Which of the following types of lands have you hunted in Maryland in the past 5 years? 75% have hunted private land by permission, private land by lease, wildlife management areas, state forest, state park, federal land, cooperative wildlife areas, or co-op. Species hunted. Which species do you typically hunt in Maryland? Please name all species you hunt in Maryland, including big game, small game, migratory bird, and waterfowl. Water deer, water deer, beep. White-tailed deer was 85%. Goose, wild turkey. So pretty much every state in the United States, white-tailed deer will always be at the top. Elk will fit in here if you're in an elk area also, but deer will always be number 1 or number 2, depending upon what state you are in. Satisfaction with hunting. Overall, how satisfied or dissatisfied are you with hunting in Maryland in the past 5 years? Very satisfied. 84% has hunted. Which is more important to you, the quality or quantity of your hunts? Quality will always be number 1. More hunts are not better if you don't have very many deer to hunt. What got me interested in taking a look at hunting in Maryland was I was stopping at a barber on the way home from work when I used to work in Lancaster County. And his 2 sons gave up hunting in Pennsylvania because they weren't seeing a lot of deer. And they had a friend who hunted in Maryland, and every weekend they went down to Maryland. They came back with 2 or 3 deer, sometimes more. Sometimes they had a whole pickup load full of deer. And they always had a really good experience down there because there's a lot of deer and very few deer hunters. The amount of hunters in some areas are controlled because you have to call and make reservations to hunt that area, because there's not a lot of areas to hunt in Maryland. A lot of it is private property, and you do have to ask permission from the property owner. So would that work for Pennsylvania? In some of our heavily hunted areas, call for permission and book a block of time to hunt in that area, so you actually would see more deer, and some of those areas would not be shot out. Another bonus I like of Maryland is they have a list of all the processors in the state with their phone number. So it's much easier for the hunter, especially if you're out of state, to find a processor. Currently, you're not allowed to bring any unprocessed deer across the borderline due to CWD. So they made it very easy to find a processor to take care of your deer. Some areas in Maryland, you're allowed to harvest 10 antlerless deer. And the antlerless tags may be unlimited. I'm not sure about how many deer you could actually harvest in those areas. You can let me know if you hunt those areas and you've actually used more than 10 antlerless tags. So Maryland is a few steps ahead of Pennsylvania as far as their herd management and the quality of their hunt. Most of the hunters would rather have a more enjoyable or productive hunting experience, even though they hunt at fewer days, which means they have more deer available. But they do have more access to private lands by making reservations with the landowner And you can let me know down in the comment section if that would benefit our state. Thanks for watching this short video. Give it a like. It helps other people see this video. Leave me some cool comments about hunting in Maryland. Thanks for watching PA Timber Goose Outdoors. And we will see you on the next video. The following video for this will be in New Jersey and West Virginia, also maybe after New Jersey. So stay with us. There'll be 2 more videos in this series. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.